Hey guys, welcome to VGS Astro. Today I'm going to be talking about Kaala Sarpa Dosha. So what is Kaala Sarpa Dosha? Kala, as the name suggests, is time and Sarpa is a serpent. So in Kaala Sarpa Dosha, the serpent is time personified. It is time personified, which is now taking control over the native who has this yoga, or should I call it dosha, because the word yoga usually connotes something positive, whereas dosha indicates a negative propensity. Now, most astrological texts, especially the ancient texts, don't speak much about this dosha. There are some which touch upon something similar, but they're not exactly the same. So, where is this coming from? This could be, in my opinion, based on research which many astrologers have taken upon themselves to find out more about Kaala Sarpa Dosha, and this theory is an offshoot of such research, and there is a lot of variations to this theory which is in practice today. I'm not going to go into detail about the different theories of Kaala Sarpa Dosha. I'm going to stick to the basic version of Kaala Sarpa Dosha and what it means. So, firstly, how do you find out whether you have Kaala Sarpa Dosha or not? And when does this situation arise? So, for this, all you got to do is look at your birth chart. See where Rahu and Ketu are placed in your birth chart. Okay, so in this sample chart, I've got Rahu in Pisces and Ketu in Virgo. And as per the classical definition of Kaala Sarpa Dosha, this dosha takes place when all the planets are within the control of Rahu and Ketu. If you see all the planets within Rahu and Ketu, then you successfully deciphered that most life impacting obstacles in the life of that person, or even if it is in your chart, is due to this placement. Now, I don't intend to scare you, and there is no reason to fear, because the principles of karma suggest that positive actions or remedial corrective actions can counterbalance the negative effects of past karma responsible for such placements in the chart. Now, how do you do that? This could be done by offering prayers or by engaging in virtuous deeds, or even through charity. So one can mitigate the adverse impacts associated with Kaala Sarpa Dosha. And I will mention the remedies as well, but let's move forward. And before that, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe below and do show your support by leaving a comment or liking the video. It's pretty much me alone making the video and putting in all the efforts to make this video. So any support you show is greatly appreciated. I won't come to know who has actually liked the video. YouTube does not provide me those metrics. So if you're one of those people who have been showing support, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's move on. Rahu and Ketu are likened to serpents. Rahu representing the head of the serpent and Ketu representing the tail of the serpent. Now, remember, all planets move in a clockwise direction in the zodiac order, okay? Whereas Rahu and Ketu move in the backward direction, or should I say the anti-clockwise direction of the zodiac order. So in this situation, you can see that all planets are confined within the body of Rahu and Ketu, which are symbolized by the serpent. So in this scenario, if you're looking at someone's chart who's got all the planets within the belly of the serpent, you can say that this person's life has been a turmoil. He's seen a lot of instability in life, frequent ups and downs, and they're going to see some major delays in life, especially the important events like marriage or having children or achieving career success. So why is this happening? It's because essentially Rahu and Ketu swallow up the planets, preventing them from expressing their full potential. As a result, individuals who may have great dreams and aspirations often struggle to see them materialize. Now, there is a possibility that one of these planets may be outside the serpent's body. So even if one planet, let's say Mars, is outside the body of the serpent, say in Aquarius or Capricorn, does this mean that this person does not have Kaala Sarpa Dosha? Well, not really, because logically speaking, this person still has maximum number of planets under the influence of Rahu and Ketu, which have kind of locked the significations of these planets. And even if you have like 6 out of 7 planets within this serpent, you still have 85% of the dosha. Spook, don't be, because there's another scenario to the whole Kaala Sarpa Dosha. There may be a scenario where all the planets are outside the body of the serpent. So in this scenario, you can see clearly all the planets are outside the body of the serpent. And this scenario is also not very favorable for the person. Why is that? Because, Rahu, which symbolizes time itself in the form of a giant serpent, is now approaching the planet, evoking a sense of imminent danger. So there is a looming threat, which kind of induces fear, anxiety, possibly depression even, and a constant anticipation of potential disasters that are about to happen. So natives experiencing this kind of placement often find themselves in a state of continuous fear, feeling that their lives are under constant threat, especially if the Lagnesh is affected as well. Ideally, they're left with 2 choices: to either confront the fear or fall prey to it. So you may think those who confront it tend to thrive despite the fear, right? Not really, because instead of running away from danger, they may actually be running towards that danger and putting themselves more into trouble. And the level of fear varies among planets based on their proximity to the serpent's head. Planets closer to the head of the serpent are more likely to exhibit panic, affecting their signification in the individual's life. For instance, if Jupiter is close to the serpent, as it is in this case, you can see that the knowledge and the wisdom gets affected. The person is also sometimes more cautious about sharing knowledge or being generous, fearing that their wisdom could be misused or the powers that be would punish him for sharing that secret. Now, this fear-driven mindset could restrict the free expression or utilization of certain planetary qualities, influencing how these individuals interact with the world and shares his natural abilities. Now, the planets which are farther away from the head of the serpent are less likely to get influenced by fear or anxiety, and they generally tend to perform well. But, as time passes by, there's always that effect of transit where the Rahu and Ketu, which are nodes of the moon, are going to touch upon each and every planet. Okay, so what is the remedy for all this? If you're facing Kaala Sarpa Dosha, where all planets are within the body of the serpent, then I would suggest that you offer your prayers to Lord Ganesha, who is the remover of obstacles in life. So this way, you will succeed in clinching that deal or finding success in your career, whatever that desire may be. Additionally, you can also have the idol of Ganesha in the northwest corner of your home, because northwest corner in Vastu is known as the support zone. So here you would get maximum support from the Lord himself. If you're controlled by fear or anxiety because of impending danger, then I would suggest that you offer prayer to Lord Subrahmanya or Kartikeya. And there's a very ancient temple in south of India called Kukke Subrahmanya, where millions of people visit the place for specific remedy for the Sarpa Dosha. The place became more famous after the Indian cricketer Sachin Tendulkar visited the place for appeasing the Kaala Sarpa Dosha in the birth chart. That is definitely news for many people, and countless more people started flocking this temple for remedying the Kaala Sarpa Dosha. So that's all for today. If you would like a paid consultation, you can email me with your birth details. I will give you a reading and see how I can help. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please share this with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And also, if you like astrological yogas, do watch my other videos for more information. And stay tuned, and I will see you guys again with another new video very soon.